Hi guys, Edit Gerben here. So I got a question about how to pace the volcano as a non-climber. And I'm definitely a non-climber. I'm way too high and way too heavy to be a climber on ZWIFT. And these light guys always have the advantage. So let me tell you how I paced this one and give you some tips and tricks and hope it helps with you climbing this thing during the Tour of Watopia stage 3. So here we go. Volcano climb. First rule, stay in the group as a non-climber. If you go solo, you will be hurting yourself tremendously on ZWIFT, but especially on the volcano because this is pretty draftable. Take an aero bike or a Tron if you have one and just go with the group. So first rule, go with the group. And I will call out some numbers on screen where you should pace yourself. So the first number I'm going to call out is 11.7 kilometers. This is basically where the climb starts and where the first guys will attack. Right here, just past this corner over here. 200 meters, a climb of 200 meters. You can see the start of the climb here, but most groups start pulling hard here on this part. Stay in the group, go with the draft, because after 200 meters at 12 kilometers, it will dip down. You see, I'm staying in the group, profiting of the draft of the guy in front of me. And look at this Japanese rider, he understands how to do it, because he's using the momentum of the group to move forward. Don't worry, we will catch him, because going solo on the volcano is really hard unless you have a lot of power. So from 12 kilometers 0 until 12.9, it is imperative you stay in the group, because as you can see on the percentage, it's 5% on this climb. So stay in the group, stay in the group. It's 5%, just go with the flow. Lots of attacks will be flying here. Especially with stronger riders in the front. As you can see, people are starting moving up, but if you stay in the group, you can make this, because it will level off in a few hundred meters. Just take a look, look out for the big boulder on your right, not this one, but the next one over here. Stay in the group. As you can see, there's a boulder, big boulder to your right, not here, but that one. That boulder is at 12.9, so it's about 900 meters of pure survival, because after this boulder the road will dip a little bit, so you get off the gas a little bit. It's still 5%, but now there's a slight curve in the road, and you see the percentage dropping off into a slight descent. See? -2%, -3%. Stay in the group. 500 meters to go. Because at 13.4 the road will flatten off. $300 meters. Still 4%, but it will come down. Slight dip, stay in the group. You can use the momentum of the group to get into the group again. Take a micro rest if you can. And here you go, 13.4. Congratulations, you survived the first half of the volcano. So this will flatten out for about 300 to 400 meters. Take a rest if you can. Again, stay in the group to profit of the draft, because this is pancake flat, 0%. As you can see, the Japanese guy is still in front of us, but we'll catch him. And at 13.8, it will go up again. Look, 3%. it will flatten off a little bit. And the second half of the volcano basically starts around here at 14.0. Now this is without a doubt the hardest part of the volcano climb. The percentage will never really go down. It's around 3 to 5%. But if you stay in a group, you'll be fine. For around, I believe, 500 to 600 meters. See, 5%. You're remarkably close to the finish right now. So even if it hurts, it can be worthwhile to hang on a little bit longer. You see people popping already their power-ups. That is not a good idea. If you have one, save it for the end, but I will get back to that. Alright, 14.5 it will level off at the first of two wooden ramps. They're not really a ramp, but ramparts. These are mostly flat, 2%. So this is the first one. 3% is very draftable, 2% extremely draftable. At 14.7, 1 kilometer to go to the top. First wooden rampart done. Second one coming up. And this one goes up a little bit. It will run until around 15 kilometers. Alright, 15.0, 700 meters to go towards the finish. It will flatten off just before it kicks up in a high gear. Stay in this group right now. Get that micro rest if you can. 1%, 0%, so it will flatten off. And to your right you see some puddles of lava. This is very important. But the last puddle, that one, if you have a long power up, pop them here, like I do. Because it's only 300 meters towards the finish. Because it will keep on ramping up very steeply. If you are not on a power up or in the front, you will get dropped here. Especially in the last 10 meters before the climb. You see, to prevent that, I'm going to move up to the front of the pack. Going full gas. Using my power up, it's going to get 10%. Loads of people get dropped here. So if you're not in the front, please stay in the group and move on. Move, move, move. There we go. There's the finish line. Keep on powering up because you can make a difference here. And a lot of guys will pull harder in this last part of the climb and even on the flat just after the finish of the climb. So, things to remember. The whole climb on Zwift, it says it's 3.8 kilometers. It's closer to 4. It runs from 11.7 to 15.7 to make a difference. 2 halves of the climb with a break at 13.4. So, first rule, stay in a group. Second rule is save the power up before the end and just move with the flow, move with the group. And then you'll get on top of the volcano quite quickly. Alright, hope this helps. Thank you guys for watching. If you have other tips and tricks for Zwift on this volcano, please let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.